like a lion. Very interesting, I mean, when you look on Haile Selassie with them height and it just look frail, you'd have believe say, you can just chew him around, but very powerful, small package but powerful. You must understand why Rastafari would have recognized a man like that, especially in this time when confuse a whole heap of people. Whole heap of people still confuse it. Why Haile Selassie? The question is asked all the while, why Haile Selassie? Well, it's very difficult to explain to a man why Haile Selassie when a whole heap of ones never even read nothing about Africa or even Haile Selassie. So if you want to know why Haile Selassie, you have to really go into books. We talk about the man and even the autobiography of Haile Selassie. And even before that, you have writings that you can refer to. Even before reading the autobiography of Haile Selassie, you have book before that. We can recommend some to you. Very important. Because the confusion is still there among certain people. I say. So when we're going to choose Haile Selassie, we want to never choose Marcus Garvey. I want to never choose this, I want to never choose that. It's a continuity in a history. Continuity in a history. Haile Selassie provide that continuity in the present and ancient past of Africa, being one of the only, not one but the only country that has never been conquered by Europeans on the side of Africa. We hear that story many times, but not too much time we can say. He was able to keep Ethiopia free, even though exiled. He went back and at the same time when the Fifth of May leave, and 5 years after the Fifth of May come forward and overpower the Italian them. And them to try that before nothing in the Battle of Adwa, where them invade same Italian them and was kicked out by Menelik II. So Haile Selassie represent that continuity in our historical reference point that people must have a reference point. Them can't just come out and just pure supernatural, some little figurative talking. Rastafari is more than just imagining this and imagining that. It's a real thing, real situation. Shouting it out, Hail Jah Rastafari. Remember your duties. Be worthy of your ancestors. Do honor to yourself and to your family. So this is not Tabaruka. I want to present to you a wholesome kind of level of consciousness right now. So subscribe and tell your friend them. This is not Tabaruka. We want to play this. In this documentary, we could see if it did it. Let me see. Alright, here we go.
Do not underestimate the power of Tafari. He creeps like a mouse, but he has jaws like a lion. Haile Selassie, also named Rastafari, was a mild-mannered man who managed to unify Ethiopia in the mid-1920s, and was outcompeting his rivals to the point where he could proclaim himself leader. However, one man, Djazmak Balcher, a great warrior, openly refused to honor Rastafari summon to Addis Ababa, to proclaim royalty to Selassie of all the warlords invited. Selassie then commanded him to Addis Ababa. He agreed, but went with 10,000 men to defend himself with the hidden intention of starting a civil war. He was invited to an afternoon bouquet by Selassie, but only agreed to go with a private bodyguard of 600 of his best men, which Selassie agreed. At the party, he warned Selassie that if he did not return by nightfall, his soldier will march on the capital and destroy it. Selassie was hurt by the mistrust. Nonetheless, he tries to charm Balcher as if he desperately needed his approval and friendship. But Balcher warned his men not to drink, as it was common that banquets were a great way to murder men of status by past kings. After the party, Balcher looked back on his shoulder as he was leaving the capital with plan of attack to recapture the capital and have Selassie either imprisoned or killed. When Balcher came close to where his men were camped, he noticed something had gone terribly wrong, as a place where colorful tents are stretched to as far as the eyes can see is now nothing but smokes. From doused fire, what sort of devil's magic is this, he thought. A witness told him what had happened while he was away. That a large army commanded by Selassie Ally sneaked up upon his soldiers through a side route he had not seen, but instead of fighting battle, they offered to pay any soldier willing to sell their weapons for gold and cash. Within few hours Balcher army were disarmed and scattered in different direction. Realizing his danger, Balcher tried to march south with his 600 army, but to his surprise the same men that were disarmed blocked his way. And the only way out is to march back to the capital, but Selassie had set up a large army to defend it. Like a chess player, Selassie predicted all of Balcher's moves and checkmated him. For the first time in Balcher's life he surrendered to repent of his sins. He agreed to enter the monastery. Thus Balcher's last words before entering was, "Do not underestimate the power of Teferi. He creeps like a mouse, but he has jaws like a lion."
The informative information presented in this video is motivational and is positively aimed at